Hey everybody, it's Patty with Get Personal with Patty, with Patty's Purse and Pounds, my new channel name to talk more maybe about my purse, my money, and my weight loss journey. So today I just want to go over with you my budget and my expenses for the month of March. Kind of doing it differently. I started doing this a couple of months ago where instead of giving you like a weekly overview, I give you a monthly overview of what we're expected to spend, and then at the end of the month, what we've spent. So this month it's a little different because I found and I know some people are going to be uh, against what I'm going to say, but this is my budget, this is my money and my household. So we all do things differently. And I wanted to get the reason why I did it is I'm not defending what I did. I'm just saying for us in our family, the reason why we did it is to put ourselves ahead a little bit. Pay off a credit card, put ourselves ahead, and financially afford a trip that we haven't gone on with Grace in about 10 years. We do like the little overnights. We go visit my mother-in-law who's still living in her 90s. We're actually doing that this weekend for Easter. But we really haven't taken a trip with Grace in, um, several years. If I had to say, I think it was like pre-COVID, and that was like 2019 or 20. So I think it was 2016 or 17, which is like 10 years. And, you know, that's just a different story altogether. Go ahead and read my blogs about sometimes how difficult it is with a child with special needs and going away on a trip and not having that extra set of hands with you to go. We are going on a cruise now in October, and a friend of ours is going with us, which is just going to make it just a little lighter on us. That's all. So, anyways, let's get back to the budget because that's what's really important. I'm going to say this. So, our starting balance on all accounts where we spend money was 245.69. Our earned income for the month of March was 9,941.82. That includes a full-time job for both my husband and I, and then a lot of side hustle by me. I do the minutes. I've talked about that side hustle before, so I brought in quite a bit of money in the month of March. The extra is I found a retirement account that I had, and I was able to cash it out. The taxes have already been taken out, but I think you still have to pay taxes at the end of this year. So it'd be at the end of 26, going into 27. So I'll have to put some money aside for that as well. Although I don't know why they double dip it, but okay, whatever. And that was 13,489. So we added that amount to our March budget, and that's where we were able to do a couple of these things that you'll see. The cruise trip was 4,588.30, and then we had to buy a new washing machine, so that was 1,033.54. So we wouldn't have been able to do those things just on our monthly income because that goes to pay everything else. I also did pay off Old Navy credit card, which was $1,500. I was able to pay some extra on credit cards as a whole. And credit cards as a whole is one of my goals for 2026 to pay off quite a bit of our debt. It gets really old paying, $900 or $1,000 a month just on credit card debt. And it is something that we are focused on this year. But let me show you what was budgeted and what was spent for the month. So for groceries, we budgeted 400. We spent 278.22. Then we also did a 166.78 with BJ's, and specialty was 376.58, which I would have to go in and identify what that is because I find that that's a little high, and I don't know if this BJ's or something is included in there that maybe shouldn't be. So I'll go back into the budget and kind of figure that out just for my own peace of mind. Dine out was 551.83. We budgeted 350, so we have to watch that now in April. Gas for the car was 130, and I spent 210. And some of that definitely is because the gas of price, the price of gas right now is like, as you know, everywhere around the country it is like at 3.69 a gallon. So that's a little crazy. So I'm gonna have to up the gas for April. Household, we budgeted 200 and we spent 367.18. Healthy food 100, spent 295. Miscellaneous was 11. Was budgeted at 50, we spent 11. Amazon for Grace budgeted 75, we spent 178. And Amazon for Grace is wipes. Her We get her some tummy medicine. Wipes is a huge part of it. She's still diapered. Um, Anything that I buy for her, I put separate because I can go back and get that reimbursed. So that's kind of why I keep it separate. Childcare, we budgeted 150, we spent 284. Fun, we didn't have any fun. Or we didn't, specifically do a movie or something like that. So, here's the BJ's, the 166.78. Gifts, I had 2 birthdays that I had to purchase for in March. I budgeted 50, I spent 67. Medical or prescriptions or copays, I did pay off a medical hospital bill, so that was 419.84. We had our house cleaner come once, that was 125. I got just a pair of pants for myself and my husband, was 49.99. My spending was way up at 627.04. My husband's spending was at 300, and that's just the 300 again is out of my our total accounts here. He does get some. I don't know if that's, yeah, that would be separate. He gets 125 every 2 weeks out of his own pay. So fixed expenses was 5,507.38. That's the mortgage, utilities, etc. Debt, again, this is higher because I paid off Old Navy. That was 3,699.82, and then the cruise and the washing machine. And then sinking saving funds, I managed to do $1,500. And again, some of that 13 obviously is in there as well. And then I have our totals for the end of the month, and what we're carrying over as a balance is about $1,400. So that's our expenses and what we budgeted for the month of March. Going forward, for sure, gas prices are going to increase. We're going to have to increase that monthly budget for gas. And I think like even this other stuff, I did buy some Jane's Agenda things in March, so that's where my spending came from. But there's obviously a couple $100 in here, and in the past it would be easy to throw on a credit card, and I'm just not doing that anymore. So if I don't have it, I don't buy it. And but like I said, I did bring in quite a bit of money. If I had to guess, I think it was over $1,500 that I brought in from my side hustle. Um, so just reviewing these numbers, it really just makes me more aware, if nothing else. And this is why I like keeping a paper and pen. And I also do a spreadsheet on Excel. It keeps me more aware of where our money is going. Just see to dine out at 551, and we've been usually pretty good with dine out. So we did do an overnight trip with Grace down the Cape, and those expenses, we went out to dinner, we went to the mall, etc. So, just keeping a fruitful mind of where our money's going for me is very important, and cutting it down or up the next month. So that's what I wanted to show you. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'm hoping to get a video out of my new, organized planner that I try to do every month, and how that works for me. I hope you'll come back and watch more, and I will talk more about, our trip planned, our cruises planned for October. So as it gets closer, or as we do different things with Grace, to get her prepared and to get us prepared mentally, to be honest. I'm very excited that our friend decided to go with us. We've paid for the whole cruise total, so she really doesn't have to pay anything. other than to bring spending money. And we're just really excited to have her with us. She went with us the first year we went, and we're comfortable with her. She's comfortable with us. She's comfortable with our daughter, and we're really looking forward to that. All right, do you? Your budget is you. Your money is you. At the end of the day, whether you use a book, an Excel spreadsheet, a notebook, the whole thing is about balance. And I wish I had started this, in my 20s or in my 30s. But really, I found the budget mom about 5 years ago, and I've been steady with her since. And that's what I use to kind of track where we're going and what we're doing. Thanks for being here, everybody. Take care. Bye.